So it was pointed out to me that the way I started things out with my last video was in poor taste. I apologize to anyone that I hurt. That was not my intention. So I'm going to try this again. Here is my story. I was born in 1989 in Eau Claire. Moved to Stoughton when I was 8. The interesting parts really didn't start until I was 14 and my dad was diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, or CLL. And I had just gotten my first boyfriend. Life started getting real crazy real fast. My dad being diagnosed hit me like a ton of bricks. At the time, I had just started trying to date. What I was watching my nieces often and trying to understand life. As every adult knows, your teenage years are very difficult anyways. All of a sudden, my dad had cancer and nothing else mattered. Besides him and how long I had left with him, other things did matter. Just not nearly as much as what my dad could potentially miss. Sorry. This wasn't the first time things had gotten a little crazy in my life. Like I said, we moved. My brother got divorced and moved back in with my parents and I. But this time, everything was really thrown off. And what was happening with my dad became all important. And I know that's not how a lot of people react, but for me, being a 14-year-old daddy's girl who loved everything my dad did, and he was an incredible guy, I had a lot of dreams and images of what my adult life could be like. And suddenly, he was ripped out of all of them because I didn't know how long he would actually be alive. Now, growing up, I always wanted to be a doctor. When I was 5, I sat on the doctor's lap while he stitched up my dad's finger after he got his wedding band stuck on a branch trying to set up deer hunting stands. Doctor kept trying to block my view and I kept moving, so he finally put me up on his lap. From that day on, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to help people. I wanted to help make them better. But that became a lot less important after my dad was diagnosed. I had two main fears behind my dad's imminent death. And those were that he wouldn't meet my children, which he did get to. He got to be a part of their lives, like he was for my nieces and my nephew. And the other one was that he wouldn't be able to walk me down the aisle. That he was not able to do, unfortunately. But instead, I had my big brothers there to walk down that aisle with me, one on each arm. And that meant the world to me because I love my big brothers. There is a large age gap between us and we don't see eye to eye on most things. But they are my big brothers. But anyways, so Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm trying to go off of this list and I got off track. But the point of all of this is life takes a lot of twists and turns. At 14, my entire life got shot in a different direction than I ever expected it would. To hear more about the twists and turns I endured and how I got through them, how I got through my dad's diagnosis and eventually my father's passing, and many, many other obstacles that I overcame over the years. Thank you.